Hey guys, welcome to Mikey's Video Game Madness. Today we're playing the car combat game Vigilante 8 on the PlayStation 1. This is a lot like Twisted Metal if Twisted Metal took place in the 70s. I'm sure you're intrigued by hearing that. I have no idea how loud this is going to be. I'm playing this on the PlayStation 3 even though this is a PlayStation 1 game. I just feel like the games probably would look better versus playing them on the PlayStation 2. And the PlayStation 2 has more inconsistencies with the emulation. I don't know if it's emulating or using the system hardware. I'm not one of those tech savvy people when it comes to that much of how in depth the PlayStation is and how it works. So, smoothing on. So this isn't an authentic experience. It's not being played on an actual PlayStation 1, but that looks better since we're playing on a flat screen. PlayStation 1s don't always translate all that well, although on a CRT, when you have high resolution screens, like this is actually a PlayStation high resolution screen, you can imagine it because I remember what it looked like when it runs in like the highest resolution the PlayStation has, like on the CRT TVs, like the reds and the lines and stuff almost appear to be moving. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what you would even call that. We'll just play the one player game. We'll play quests because you have missions. Now, I was never a terribly huge fan of Twisted Metal, but I did like the Vigilante 8 series. I forgot what the story of this game is. These are all the cars you can pick from. You have an eccentric bunch of characters, and then there was a sequel called Vigilante 8 Second Offense that took place in the 80s, and then there was some arcade game on Xbox Live Arcade. You know, I forgot what car was the best one, but I think I liked playing this one the most. So you have objectives, and once you, I guess, play as everybody and complete all the objectives, you unlock more stuff. It's been so long. There's actually special moves that are like kind of like Street Fighter moves that you can do, but I don't have the instruction manual on me, which is one of the downsides of putting your games into a CD catalog. But I used to love this game, and it had a split screen 2-player mode. I wasn't a terribly huge fan of I forgot how to do everything. You have a driving mode like Twisted Metal. I think this runs at 60 frames per second for PlayStation. I could be wrong in that. It might be 30. I know when you play in 2-player mode, it doesn't Don't I have objectives? I don't even know what my objectives are. I guess right now my objective is just to blow it up. Let me put this in analog mode. When you play the PlayStation, you have to switch things to analog mode. Don't ask me why. You can get a UFO and stuff in this game. I hate the controls of driving games when you have to push forward to go. There's little health pickups around here. Oh, that's my favorite weapon because it aims for me. Like I said, if you know the special moves, you can do really powerful attacks. And I like the vehicle damage. This game looked really good when it came out. I don't think it holds up all that well now. Vigilante Second Offense wasn't as popular, but the environments are pretty destructible. More so than I remember Twisted Metal being. I got homing missiles. Those are come in handy. There's some special, sorry, I am having the hardest time trying to play and talk to you guys at the same time. But there's like a special move that you push and then it like shoots like 3 missiles at once instead of just one sort of type deal. I don't know if there's a menu screen that tells you how to do it, but I just think these environments are more interesting than Twisted Metal. I have Twisted Metal Black, and then I have Twisted Metal, is it just called Twisted Metal on the PlayStation 3? I can't remember. But I have the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 2 Twisted Metal, which I'll eventually get to. But a lot of people like Twisted Metal 1 and 2. I played Twisted Metal 1, didn't really like it. 2 is okay. And then they switched companies. Single Track made Twisted Metal 1 and 2, and then 989 Studios made 3, 4, some... I think they made the other ones for PlayStation. The original company went back, I think it wasn't Single Track anymore, went back to make Black in the PlayStation 3 version. I don't know offhand who made what their company's called that makes them now, but it's the same people who made the original ones. But the environments in Twisted Metal 3 were so small. That's one good thing about the PlayStation. Excuse me. The PlayStation 2 and 4. Not 2 and 3. Sorry, I cannot think. The PlayStation 2 and 3 versions of Twisted Metal's environments are bigger, and Twisted Metal 1 and 2 had pretty big environments. I can't remember how destructible they were. Everything in this game you can blow up. And it's impressive that they can do it all with split screen. Me and my friend played this game for hours, and I can't remember jack shit about how to play it. Yeah, you can switch your weapons. You can have 2 weapons at once. I think Twisted Metal's like that. The one on PlayStation 3 is good and all, but I don't like all the control configurations you can pick from. Like I said, this day and age, you should be able to, the mortars are pretty good. Oh, that's a special attack, and it's fucking me up. Okay, I get it. Bees, they suck. Damn it. Get them off of me. Everybody has a special attack. I forgot how to get it. I think you gotta collect stuff. The frame rate runs a little bit slower on... I'm gonna die before this fucker. Unless I can find health. It's a little bit weird to play with the trigger buttons on the PlayStation 3 controller with a screwdriver. But unfortunately, I'm having trouble driving this fucking thing. Shit. Gosh, dang it. See, I would love to have a gas pedal instead of having to push up. It's weird that I'm having trouble controlling it that way, but you know, it's basically controlling like a platformer, and I can control those fine. Now I got my special weapon. Hopefully this little dickhead's gonna die now. So I did pretty pitiful, but I got really good at this game.
Looks like you really stepped in it this time, Hoss.
But I'll talk about the Twisted Metal games another time. I'm not a terribly huge fan of them, but it's really the only car combat series around anymore beside the Xbox Live arcade game of Vigilante 8, but it's not the same. I did like the last one on PlayStation 3. I just didn't like the control schemes that you could pick from. this day and age, I think that you should be able to manipulate your controls, unless it's like some super complex game in any way you see fit. Just like a PC game, I mean, people would expect nothing less from a PC game to be able to bind whatever control screen they want. I think the lightning stalls the car where you gotta switch the, you gotta keep on trying to push acceleration to make the car start up again. I believe the early Twisted Metals had a view like this, but I don't like it. I really can't see where my weapons are gonna go. The further you go along, the more guys you have to fight, and the more you're desperately looking for damn pickups. I can't remember if they fight each other or not. There's good guys and bad guys. And just like a lot of PlayStation games like Tekken or whatever, each character has their own individual ending. You don't really see too many of those kinds of games anymore. And there's that Avalanche, so this game actually has environmental hazards as well. It's like the most worthless weapon ever. Where the hell is that Jeep? These cars are blowing up a little easier. In that damn motorhome. I wish I could find Vigilante 8-second offense. I don't see it too often. If you see Vigilante 8, it's always usually this first one. But I guess people really aren't into car combat games. I don't even know if Twisted Metal and PlayStation 3 sold all that well. This dude's almost dead. You're next, so don't get cocky. Looks like I'm shooting the bullets from Robotron 2084. Little snow machine. Apparently, even though we don't have 24/7 snow, apparently there's somewhere here in Virginia where you can go skiing every time, so they must have some kind of snow machine or some shit. I'm sure that thing's probably expensive to maintain. Instead of shooting them with my little Robotron bullets, I probably should get something worthwhile. This might do the trick. Where are you, little shit? I don't avoid hazards at all, I just drive through them. That's kind of Chuck Norris-y of me. Yes, that's an adjective. You gotta drive through that, you prick. That didn't work, so I guess I gotta try something else. Right on your tail. Basically like one of the fucked X-Wings on the Death Star trench run right now. Alright. Well, I think you get the idea. This is Vigilante 8 for the PlayStation 1, being played on the PlayStation 3. My favorite car combat simulation, even though there's no simulation, my favorite car combat game that I've played. I think that it's just as good as the new Twisted Metal. Of course, it doesn't look as good, but I mean, what do you expect? It's PlayStation 1. Surprised they didn't make more. There was a sequel, as I said, called Vigilante 8-second offense that took place in the 80s. This is based around the 70s. I mean, the graphics aren't all that, but it's still pretty fun. I mean, if you see it at Goodwill or something and are into playing, or if you can still tolerate PlayStation graphics, I'd recommend it. There's also Vigilante 8 game on the Xbox Live Arcade. I didn't buy it. I played the demo. It's like almost like it comes off to me as like a greatest hits game, but I don't think it has all the different modes as the original two games, because it's like, I think it's just basically the arcade mode of Vigilante 8. But if you're into car combat games, I definitely recommend playing this. And if you like this video, could you please do me a favor, if you want to help out, and click the thumbs up. And I would love it if you'd leave a comment, negative or positive, although I do like the positive ones more than the negative ones. And if you're new and you'd like to see more of these kind of videos where I ramble, I can barely think of anything to say, and I'm playing terribly at the same time, feel free to subscribe. There's plenty of those kind of videos. Anyway, thank you so much for your support and watching my videos, and you guys take care. Alright.